to the Fourth and Long Fantasy Football Show with Corey and Justin. Here they are, the Fourth and Long Fantasy Brothers.
Welcome in to the Fourth and Long Fantasy Football Show, a special film review episode. My name is Corey, and today we're going to talk about one of 2020's most spectacular fantasy performers, and that is Mr. Tyreek Hill. Let's start by stating the obvious. Tyreek Hill is fast. He's very fast. He's probably the fastest player in the NFL. And time again, you're going to see Tyreek Hill do just this. The Dolphins defense, a good defense, is going to make a simple mistake, and he's going to blow right by them and make them pay for making that mistake. And the margin for error with Tyreek and his speed is just so small that you can't even make a simple mistake. An oversight on play calling, a safety late to coverage, a safety going in the wrong direction, even just for a couple of seconds, will result in Tyreek Hill blowing by the defenders. And he's just so fast that he remains a red zone threat. He's not just a big play guy. You can run him sideline to sideline, and his speed will gain enough separation to score touchdowns in the red zone. And Hill's owners are just so lucky that Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs know exactly what to do with him and know exactly what they have in him, because they'll design specific plays to get him into space, gain him a little bit more separation, and give him a path to the end zone on any play where he touches the ball. Even decent defensive coverage is not enough to get Tyreek Hill down on a well-designed shuffle pass that just, once again, gets him into space. But if high levels of speed were enough to make you an elite-level wide receiver, you would imagine that Deshaun Jackson and John Ross would be on their way to the NFL Hall of Fame. But what I want to show you here today is that Tyreek Hill is more than just the cheetah. He's more than just speed. He's fast, but he's also quick and sudden with good hands, good contact balance, and toughness. And you're looking at a 2020 stat line here in which Tyreek Hill was top 10 in a lot of wide receiver categories. And it begs the question, is there more to Tyreek Hill than just elite speed? And let's start by talking about his release. This is just not fair that a guy this fast can get off the line so quickly. He's not just fast, he's quick. And he's able to get off, make a quick move, and make an awesome over-the-shoulder catch here. And yes, of course, you're going to see elite speed on this replay here against the Dolphins, but I want you to watch the end of the run and just look at his balance. I mean, to be able to straddle that sideline going that fast for 5 or 6 yards and get into the end zone, really impressive. And he's not just a down the field threat. As you can see here, he's able to come back to the ball when needed. This happens time and time again in 2020 and in years previous. And in what has to be my favorite route of Tyreek Hill from 2020, you can see here that when he's asked to run a complex route, he can do it, and he can make defenders regret that they ever lined up against him. And just watch how on this replay, he uses subtle body language to trick the defender. Defender thinks he's going downfield as he usually does, but he's able to cut it to the outside and make a nice catch on the sidelines. So does he have top-level wide receiver hands to bring it all together? You better believe it. Take a look at this throw against the Saints, where he's able to stretch out, use his hands to collect a ball that he had no right to catch. And yes, he does have the top quarterback in the NFL throwing in the ball. And yes, he has a brilliant coach scheming things open for him. But at the same time, Tyreek Hill is just an unfair asset for the Chiefs and an unfair asset in fantasy football.
Royalty-free music courtesy of Ben Sound. The views and opinions expressed on today's episode are that of the Fourth and Long Fantasy Football Show. Remember to like and subscribe.